here we are, Rally, West Virginia. You've got about 5 stages in you?
Yes, sir.
And did you get lost on the way to the first one? I mean, the very start of it, how did it work out for you?
Everything went actually pretty good. The maps and everything worked out well. We haven't got lost yet.
Yeah.
We sure got wet.
Right, because we had some pretty serious weather today.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we don't have a lot of windshield.
No, that's
here.
why. That's why. I have my raincoat on. I'm still soaked. My feet are soaked. Everything.
Yeah. Well, how did you guys? You made it through the first transit. You lined up at the first stage. What were you thinking right then when you're like, okay, it's time to actually do this?
It wasn't bad. I was a little nervous because of the weather, and the navigator was having a problem with the wind and the rain coming through the windshield. The map got shredded. So he was saying, drive what you can see.
Yeah.
So I did that most of the time.
What were your speeds like? I mean, what do you...
I think we got up to about 75 a few times. And we passed about 5 cars.
Passed some rally cars, on course. Yeah. Awesome. Now, what was that like? I mean, you're a little bit narrower than them, but not a lot.
One time was a little bit hairy. The guy didn't know what we were doing, and I flashed the lights, beeped the horn, and it narrowed up, and there was this huge rock the size of a semi. I nailed the brakes. I swear the front skid plate touched the ground. I dove back in, and then he let us around.
Awesome. Well, I mean, as far as comparing, the level of speed and the length of the stages to something like a GNCC event. I mean, where's the adrenaline level compared to that?
Oh, man, when you're on one of those 22-mile stages, your adrenaline level's way up there.
It's not crawling through a little stream with a bunch of rocks.
No, you're flying. You got to be sharp. You got to be watching that. You got to be watching that next turn.
Now, you guys did recce yesterday too?
That sure helped.
Yeah, I mean, did you recognize a lot of the stages?
Oh, yeah. I have a real good memory doing the GNCCs and stuff.
Yeah.
You got to try to remember every darn rock, and it definitely helped.
Excellent, excellent. Did you guys manage shakedown yesterday?
No, we just didn't have time
shakedown
with all the other things going on.
Yeah. So you've switched over to these tires. Have you thought about these tires versus some actual rally tires? And I mean, there's a lot of experimenting going on, I assume.
We had rally tires on at first. Car snows, but a car weighs probably 1,000 pounds more, and they just didn't work properly. They were, when they were starting to break, they would break loose instantly. There was no give and take.
Well, right now, when the last time I checked, you guys are, I think, an overall, if we just combined everyone, you're roughly mid-pack with some of the rally cars, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
cool.
You're definitely setting some hot times out there. It's pretty exciting.
Definitely, it's like you said, it's an adrenaline rush. I just wish the transport stages weren't quite as long.
If only they would put these mountains closer together. All right. Have a great time out there.
Hey, thanks a lot.